everyone, and welcome back to our weekly DSS break. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're here live for a special edition episode to talk about data science experiences and best practices with leading data professionals in a 15-minute break. I'm Anna Annison, CEO and founder of Formulated By, the home of Data Science Salon, and I'm streaming live actually today from DataConnect Conference in Columbus, Ohio. Yay. And I'm really excited to welcome Reghan Avon, the CEO and founder of Women in Analytics and the DataConnect Conference. And she's really passionate about building analytical technology and communities. And she's an advocate for diversity and leadership and analytics. And it's really, really nice to be here and have you on the show, Reghan. And maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
So we get started.
Yeah, that sounds good. And I'm so excited to have you in Columbus, by the way. I know we've been talking for a while, and I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Ditto. Yeah, we've definitely been in touch for years now.
It's so great. But yeah, a little bit about myself. I started Women in Analytics about 6 years ago. I started the conference. It was a very small local event, turned into a big national and global event, and we started a community about a couple of years ago to support it. And we basically support and provide a platform for women to talk about their work and what they're passionate about and what they care about, which is really important to me. So we do that through the conference. We have a book, we have a community. And I also started a company with two of my co-founders 2 years ago in the analytics space to help upskill and reskill the workforce in artificial intelligence.
That's so great. No, you're doing so many amazing things. And what motivated you to step up and become a leader of WIA?
I think when I started it, I was just getting my footing in the industry, and I was going to a bunch of meetups, like local meetups. I noticed I was like the youngest one by far and one of the only women in the room often. And I was like, yeah, there's no way that women aren't in this community and, part of the conversation. So what I decided to do was create an event where it was women speakers, and then hopefully it would draw in a crowd of women who would be interested in being a part of that conversation. So I just started it because selfishly, I wanted to be a part of that community. And then it just so happened so did a bunch of other women. So
no, that's amazing. I think that's a really great story, and congratulations on all the success. And is it better to create leadership initiatives for both men and women to help raise awareness of the issue?
Yeah, it is great to include everybody in the conversation. Part of what we do is we make sure that women are kind of front and center in terms of leading the conversation, but we want everyone to be a part of it, especially men. And so it's super important to have visibility and awareness, not just to other women, but to men as well,
right?
Or anybody else for that matter.
And how do you think women can really navigate power structures, since it's so male dominated, as you said?
I think a major piece of that is really just making sure that we have women like you who like to be front and center and drive those conversations and be a thought leader and an influencer in the field, because the more and more we can get women published, women speaking, it's something that people then reference when they're, in their day-to-day work or research. And I think that's just so important to make sure that women continue to push their voices into the industry, because it matters a ton.
100%. No, I think that's great. And what advice would you give your 16-year-old self if you could go back in time and do that with all the knowledge that you have now?
I would tell my 16-year-old self to give myself some grace and don't be so hard, just because I feel like we are learning constantly in life, especially when you're 16. And in life, I think it's just really important to give yourself grace.
No, 100%. No, that's really great advice. And I know that we are a DataConnect Conf here in Columbus. It's my first time here, and thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to MC the conf audience a little bit about what they can expect. And I know that they can also tune in virtually, right?
Yes.
So maybe you can talk about some of the highlights of the next 2 days. I'm super excited about it.
It's going to be fabulous. We've got 50 speakers, all women, talking about topics of data engineering and management, AI, machine learning. We have a leadership track. They're talking about culture change, changing organizations into data-driven organizations. We're talking about research methods, use cases. There's all sorts of topics. So anywhere you're at in terms of intro to advanced and any topic you're interested in this space, you will find a talk for you. And you can tune in virtually. So if you have a virtual ticket, you can watch all the sessions live, and then you can watch them on demand for 3 months after the event as well.
Cool. And we'll share the link to the conference here so you guys could tune in virtually. And if you're in town, maybe stop by and join us in person. It's really great. It's actually the first event that I'm doing in person since COVID. So it's really nice. And it's been fun so far to meet all the women. And I look forward to kicking things off tomorrow. So thank you so much, Reghan. I know you're really busy, so I'll let you go. But this was really awesome to have you on the show. And
thank you.
I'll see you around, and I'm excited about a great event.
Yeah, it's going to be fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.